Hi everyone, and welcome to this presentation on justice and social welfare, part 4 for week 3. As with the other videos in this series, the descriptions come mainly from the Figueroa-McDonough Chapter 1 reading for the class, as well as my own ideas and knowledge. This video is going to focus on Neil Gilbert. Unlike the theorists covered in parts 2 and 3 of this video series, which would be Gill and Piven and Cloward, who attribute poverty to the failings of the structures in society, Gilbert blames poverty primarily on individual failings. So the theory is that the welfare state is actually promoting poverty. Let's define welfare state. It is the sum total of a country's assistance policies and programs designed to protect the well-being of its members. According to Gilbert, there are two types of people who require aid from the government and who are making this welfare state expand. First group involves individuals whose need is due to some sort of crisis that is temporary. Group 2 involves individuals who are in need because they, quote, have more disorganized pasts because of drug addiction, have brushes with the law, oops, comma issue there, anyways, unstable or non-existent family life, or spotty employment. Gilbert focuses mostly on group 2 as being the main reason why the welfare state is in the bad shape that it is, according to Gilbert. Okay, so how to affect change? Because poverty is caused primarily by individual failings, according to Gilbert, the solution is then focused on individual changes. So he wants society to go from having a welfare state to what he calls an enabling state that is based on private responsibility. So group 1 would receive training and temporary support with behavioral modification to move them toward independence. Group 2 would get services that last longer because their needs are more entrenched, but the services would be under greater control and supervision. So please think about which American social values that we reviewed in a previous video underlie this type of system that Gilbert is suggesting. We'll talk about that more in class. So what does a just society look like then? It's a society where all citizens are individuals capable of looking after themselves with occasional assistance by the government. And all citizens are integrated in the economy. So what are social workers doing, according to Gilbert? Well, by working in the welfare state, we are allowing poverty to continue. As part of activists who are quote-unquote enamored with quote-unquote identity politics, there are too many social rights and entitlements, again, according to Gilbert. So what should social workers do instead? Well, we would have two roles in the enabling state. The first would serve group 1 as case managers who would deliver routine behavioral controls. Other social workers would work with group 2, and these would be workers with therapeutic expertise that could provide a, quote, greater variety of interventions, end quote, with a lot more supervision and control. And all these quotes are from the reading. And that is all I have to say about Gilbert. So this is the end of part 4. Next up is part 2, which is in Mandarin Chinese, which means 5 if you couldn't have guessed it yourself. Anyway, make sure to watch the next video in the series. Thank you. Bye.